Hey guys, this is Kasim from Game Previews, and today I have a Pokemon Go gameplay analysis video for you guys. So as you can see from the screenshot, this is what we saw from the gameplay at the beginning. So what we see here is the player, what level he is, which in this case he's level 9, and then you see 3 Ivysaurs on the bottom right. And my theory here is that these are where the Pokemon that you actually catch go, so it shows you what kind of Pokemon you have. So I guess in this case it would show 3 Ivysaurs. I know it doesn't kind of make sense, like why would someone catch 3 Ivysaurs, but I don't think they want to really show too much on the Pokemons that are available in this game. So to me, I think they just sort of said, alright, let's show 3 Ivysaurs, but I think in the full game, when you capture Pokemon, I guess maybe your latest 3, or maybe the ones that you choose to show, will show up there. It is a little bit of a stretch, but I don't really see anything else that could possibly go there. So that's one thing. And then on the top right, you see a wrench. So I think this is where like your settings are for the app itself. Maybe there are settings to like drain less battery, for example, not using your camera, instead just having like a blank background and just having the Pokemon show up, or something like that. Or it could also be your gearbox for your Pokemons, for your Pokeballs and all that stuff. So it could be that as well. And then on the top two, those are a little tough to see, but my theory here is that it shows you Pokemon that are like near you. So I think those Pokemon are like Pokemon you can go up to and try to capture. So it doesn't just show you what's like directly like in front of you and stuff. I think it shows you, oh, if you walk like 200 meters, you'll see another Pokemon or something. So I think those little icons at the top there are just showing the player that if you walk a little bit longer, you'll see more Pokemon. So let's just look at what happens once we actually get into contact with the Ivysaur itself. Alright, so now it says a wild Ivysaur has appeared, and this is what we see. Now the Ivysaur itself is jumping all over the place. Against this augmented reality is a little bit of alpha software right now, but personally I still think it looks really good. It's a lot better than I expected. I thought they were just going to show like a still image, but then say like, oh, there was an Ivysaur near you. So this is far better than what I expected. So again, you see the Pokeballs, so he tries to capture it. Now before I even get into this, on top of the Ivysaur it says CP, and then it has a number beside it. So it doesn't have HP. If it was HP, it would mean that you'd actually be able to battle this Pokemon. Again, in this demo here, clearly you're not fighting the Pokemon, you're just trying to capture it. So again, this CP could stand for capture points. So the higher the number of the capture points, the harder it is to capture the Pokemon itself. So for Pokemon fans who were hoping that maybe you could battle Pokemon, this does not look good. But again, this is just a small portion of the game itself. So this CP with the number beside it could just mean like it's harder to capture. And as we go on in this video, we'll see that a normal Pokeball, it just is not good enough to capture it. So it's just shaking in here. And no, it doesn't. And now we see these little icon things popping up. So I'm guessing that you have to try it at least once with a regular Pokeball, but then we see these little icons here show up. There's a back button, which in my opinion means that you can just run from the fight like a main series game. There's a backpack, which will show the Pokeballs that you have to change them up. And then there's like this portrait thing where you can see, where you can sort of take pictures of the Pokemon that you're fighting and perhaps just share it with people. So let's just keep watching the video here. So we see that he changes into the Master Ball this time. And this time he throws it and it hits it. And it's shaking, so clearly he needed to up his Pokeball strength, so he chose a Master Ball. So that's why, again, I think that CP really does stand for capture rate. And now we see these XP here. And again, remember from the beginning of the video, he was level 9. I think this is how you level up your character. By capturing Pokemon, you get certain XP. So again, we haven't seen fighting yet, but in main series games, when you beat a Pokemon, you also get XP. So if there's fighting in this game, then surely they're going to have XP for that as well. So then we just go on, and this is where it shows just the Ivysaur being caught. And we do see here is the couple of numbers, 3.46 and 0.63. So my guess would be like it's something like just the height and weight, and then it shows grass and poison, which is the type. And finally, guys, we do see HP. So this is a really good sign for us who do want fighting in this game. Again, people still were a little skeptical of having like real fighting in this, but I think this HP really does show it. I think there's a difference between when you're just playing like the capture mode versus when you're playing like a real mode. I think they were just showing a certain mode for this demo, so that CP was the capture points, but from this picture right here, it definitely looks like there is going to be fighting. And then on the bottom, it has crystals. So this, again, is still a little vague, but I think maybe you can use crystals to sort of like evolve your Pokemon or something like that. Again, for crystals, I'm totally lost. I have no idea what this could mean, but that is there as well. If you guys know what that could mean, let me know in the comment section below. But that was it, guys, for my analysis. There was just so much packed into this like 1 minute gameplay video. I'm super pumped about this Pokemon Go stuff, and hopefully you guys are too. If you guys are into Pokemon Go, please consider subscribing to me, and if you guys like my analysis, please give me a thumbs up. And guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, thanks. Bye.